We have already discussed what is electric current. You know very well that metals are good conductors of electricity. But metal wires will not conduct electric current or electricity unless and until it is attached to one cell or battery, right? When metal wire is attached to cell or battery, a magic happens and suddenly all the freely moving electrons inside the metal wire start drifting towards positive terminal of the battery. So, in this video, we will learn about that magic called as potential difference, which is responsible for directional flow of electrons inside the metal wire when it is connected to cell or battery. Let us first understand what is the meaning of the term potential difference. Let us consider one example for the same. Look at the first pair of water tanks, which are connected by a tube. Water in both the tanks is at the same level. So, will there be any water current or water flow generated here? No, right? But now look at the second pair of water tanks. There is a difference in water level of both the tanks. So surely water will move from a tank having more level of water to a tank having lower level of water, and a water current or water flow will be generated, and this flow or current will be observed till levels in both the containers are the same. Means there will not be any level or potential difference, right? Same thing is observed in case of electrons also. So, when metal wire is connected to a battery or cell, this battery or cell offer potential difference to the of electrons, and as a result, flow of electrons is observed inside the metallic wire. Inside the cell or battery, chemical reactions take place or are arranged in such a way that there is a continuous deposition of electrons at one end of the cell, and that one end is called as anode, and continuously there is a deposition of positively charged ions at another end or other terminal of the cell, and that terminal or that end is called as cathode. So there is a difference in potential or there is a difference in level of electrons. Here at one end, at anode, there are so many electrons, and at another end, that is at cathode, there is not a single electron. So there is a potential difference of electrons created here, and due to this potential difference, a flow of electrons is generated in this metallic wire. To understand how this potential difference is generated in dry cell, that means how so many electrons are deposited at anode and how not a single electron but all the positively charged ions are deposited at cathode. That means to understand the functioning or working of a cell or battery, you need to watch one TED video attached along with this module. With the help of animation, they have explained the function of dry cell or battery very well. Please watch it. Now let us talk more about potential difference. First, let us discuss how to define this. So, in a circuit, this potential difference is created by a cell or battery. Here, directed motion of electrons inside the metal wire is possible due to level difference or potential difference between the two terminals of a battery or cell, right? So, this potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit is nothing but work done to move unit charge. Unit charge means 1 coulomb of charge from one point to other point. This potential difference is denoted by letter V, and its formula is V is equal to W upon Q, because potential difference is nothing but work done in moving unit charge from one point to other point in a circuit. its SI unit, let us talk about it. All of you know work done is measured in joules and electric charge is measured in terms of coulombs. So its SI unit is joules upon coulombs. But instead of calling joules upon coulomb as its SI unit, it is called as volts. 1 volt, many volts. In the fond memory of Italian scientist Volta. So this is the unit. Volts is the unit for potential difference. So now let us discuss relationship between potential difference and current. All of you know flow of charges or current is not possible without application of potential difference. So if there is more potential difference between the 2 points in the circuit, the current flowing through these 2 points is also more. Means what? Now let us consider one example to understand this. Suppose there are 2 circuits running on 2 cells. In first cell, there are only 100 electrons deposited at anode, and in second case, there are 1 lakh electrons deposited at anode. So the current generated, that is rate of flow of charges, will be more in second case. Potential difference between any 2 points in the circuit is measured with an instrument called as voltmeter. Voltmeter looks like this. When you will work on the circuit experiments or the experiments which involve electric circuit, you will be using this instrument for measuring potential difference between any 2 points in the circuit. And if you see, this is the circuit diagram. In the circuit diagram, the electric symbol for electric symbol for voltmeter is this. One circle is drawn and inside the circle V is written. So this is the electric symbol to represent voltmeter in the circuit. And one thing you have to notice, always in the electric circuit, this voltmeter is connected in parallel with the circuit. So this is the circuit, right? This ammeter is the instrument with which current is measured. So this ammeter is always connected in series or in line with the circuit. But this voltmeter is always connected in parallel with the circuit. Why is it so? That you will understand only after discussion of resistors in series and resistors connected in parallel combination. So after this, let us discuss what is 1 volt PD. In what case do we say there is 1 volt potential difference between any 2 points in the circuit? For that, let us recall the formula to find out potential difference. Potential difference is equal to work done upon electric charge, right? So we can define 1 volt potential difference as the potential difference between 2 points in the circuit is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of electric charge from one point to another point. In this video, we have learned what is potential difference and the formula to find out potential difference between any 2 points in the circuit. So now let us solve one numerical based on that formula. How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs across 2 points having a potential difference of 12 volts? So let us write down given things first. Clearly they have stated potential difference of 12 volts. So potential difference is represented by letter V. So V is equal to 12 volts and a charge of 2 coulombs. So electric charge is represented by letter Q. So Q is equal to 2 coulombs. So potential difference and electric charge are given and you are supposed to find out work done. Then which formula will you use? Yes, V is equal to W upon Q. Just by rearranging the terms, we will get W is equal to VQ. So let us substitute the values for potential difference and the charge, that is 12 volts and 2 coulombs. After solving further, you will directly get the work done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs across 2 points having a potential difference of 12 volts as 24 joules.